Westerns aren't typically my shot of whiskey. I immediately assume it's a bunch of old white dudes who are either killing Native Americans or robbing banks and trains, and that just don't vibe with me. But Red Station by Kenzie Jennings reminded me that horror is timeless, even in the Old West. My name is James, and this is Rotten Reads. Red Station is one of 21 splatter westerns published by Death's Head Press, which is part of Dead Sky Publishing, and the first one that I've read. And honestly, this was the first western I've read, period. It just happened to show up as a recommendation on Amazon one day, and I immediately was drawn to it by the cover art. I mean, look at the cover art. It is pretty awesome. Based on that and the synopsis, I thought I'd give it a shot, and I am so glad I did. The story follows 4 stagecoach passengers traveling across the plains of Kansas. Dr. Pickering, who's looking for a father and daughter who went missing, a newlywed couple, Finch and Patience, on their way to their new homestead, and Clyde, a lady in red with a bag filled with secrets. They arrive at a station home to rest for the night that's owned by the Adlers, a German family who give Clyde a very bad feeling. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but Jennings said that the inspiration for the story was from a family known as the Bloody Benders of Kansas. Now, I wouldn't recommend looking that up until you've actually read Red Station, because it's probably going to spoil a lot of stuff. So I'll go ahead and let you know now that this is a must read. The story was absolutely fantastic with excellent pacing, and the linear POV made it read like a movie, and that's something I really appreciate. Kenzie created a world that really drew you into the mystery of the Adlers and their station house. There were some really well-written moments of suspense and action that kept me turning pages, so much so that I finished the whole thing in one sitting. Now, while the book was written with the Old West vernacular in mind, it was still pretty easy to find meaning to certain words and phrases within the context. As someone who has never read Western before, I found Red Station very accessible and easy to read. And once I finished this book, I knew I was going to start reading through the rest of the splatter westerns from Death's Head Press. I've read 3 more since finishing Red Station, and I'll do reviews of those and have them posted pretty soon as well. So if you're looking for a fresh new take on the horror genre, I highly recommend stepping out of your comfy little box and take a ride to the terrifying Wild West. At only 135 pages, Red Station by Kenzie Jennings is a great place.